It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's...
Superman!
She knows how to play, all right. But, you know, I was wondering, I wonder if this guy is real. I would like to meet this idiot who's like, it's a bird about 12 inches long, roughly, and he's like, no, my bad, guys, hold on. It's a plane. I mistook a bird for a plane, you know, there's a little size difference there. He's like, wait a second, no, it's a man, it's like a human in human form, I see it, so I would like to meet that guy. I feel like he's a big idiot. I'm also a big fan of Batman. He can't fly, of course, he has to drive. That was my attempt to try to transition into this other series of jokes I have, okay? Didn't really work very well. I drive sometimes, so I don't know if that worked with you guys, that transition there. I drive like Batman, if you want to compare me then. I come across a lot of road signs in my day job. One of the signs I came across, let's see if you guys can guess this. It's a yellow sign and it has a shaped, figure, and it looks like this. Does anyone know what it is? A deer, right. So my question is, if the deer is jumping, then, you're probably not going to hit it, right? They should make the sign to where the deer is just like this, because that's really when you hit it, right? When it's standing still, not when it's jumping. There's a couple of other ones. I saw this road sign that says, slow children at play. I think everybody might know where I'm going with that. Well, there's kind of some mixed messages here because, some of the signs, like the deer sign, are made for people who may not be able to read that a deer may jump out at any time. They're like, they can't read, they're illiterate, they can only look at pictures, so they see a deer's gonna jump out, right? The slow children one is a little confusing because if you can read, you have one of two messages. You either can know that there's slow children, or there's slow children. So, but if you can't read and you can only look at pictures, the picture is this little man, and he looks like this. And I think he's even got the lines coming out, so he looks like a speed demon. And I don't know why they have a sign that looks like that, because it's very confusing. If you can read, you know that maybe you should slow down, there's some slow children. If you can't read, it looks like there's speeding devils all around. You may want to adjust that. Let's see, what are the other signs? There's one, slippery when wet. Does anyone know what this sign looks like? Curve, yeah. Curve with a car. But the thing about it is there's a picture of a car driving off in the distance. It looks like he started out, he kind of, went off to the side a little bit, and then he got back on track. So what that is telling me is that it doesn't matter what you do, you're going to be fine, you're going to get back on track. There's another one, I'm sure you guys have seen this, it says speed limit enforced by aircraft. Has anyone seen this? I know I'm not alone on this. As soon as you see that sign, what does everybody do? Right? I'm not the only one that does that. You start thinking like, what? Is there really a... And, I don't know what that means. Is that there just to scare you? Is it like if I go 5 or 10 miles over, it's like an Apache helicopter, like, and you're just gonna come down and start, I think it's there just to scare people. I think if they really wanted to scare people, they should just put speed limit enforced by an Apache helicopter. I think that would kind of, make everything a little bit scarier so that you wouldn't speed to begin with. Now, one of the other signs I saw is what we call a neighborhood watch sign. Is anyone familiar with this sign at all? I like to think that no one here lives on the streets and everybody lives in somewhat of a neighborhood. Maybe you don't pay attention to the signs. This character on the neighborhood watch sign has a black hat. He has a black mask with glowing white eyes. And he has something that looks like a black cape or a black overcoat. So what this is telling me is that if you're dressed like Zorro, then apparently the neighborhood is watching you. Thanks, guys. I'm David Griffin.